What's going on, everybody? Kev here from G&T. Listen, it's gonna be a little short episode, but we want to do something kind of special because it's a new day. The DC may come back. James Gunn can do this, right? We're doing Creature Commandos episode 1 and 2 review. Can James Gunn bring back DCU? Let's go, everybody. Kev here. Listen, we got a short episode, a little short one. We want to do a little review on Creature Commandos episode 1 and 2 that just came out as we record this today, actually, on Max. But I didn't come here alone. I got my DC expert over here. We got Mike Barry.
Hello there. So I only got like 2 pages of notes, so it shouldn't be super long, but let's kick off the official start of the new DCU.
Hey man, let's do it. Like I said, hopefully James Gunn can actually, bring it back, right?
I think we're so loaded question. But yeah, I think we're off to like a very James Gunn start.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was
every playbook, everything in the playbook was here.
But yes, we are going to review, like I said, Creature Commandos episode 1 and 2, and we're going to do this every week. Hopefully, we'll give you guys a little review on the show and what we overall think of the show. But Mike, you are the DC expert. Everyone on the Geeks and Nerd table.
Me?
Yeah, not not you with the Batman portrait behind you. But as for someone like myself who is a DC fan, but kind of like Guardians, I wasn't really sure who they were and what the Creature Commandos were. But Mike, floor is yours. Overall, what did you think of the show? And give us a little review on who the actual Creature Commandos are.
Okay, so the Creature Commandos is kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy in like, I don't know much about them, especially their original incarnation. They mostly started with a war book where G.I. Robot, whatever his name was,
G.I. Robot, I think.
G.I. Robot was he'd go around with Sergeant Rock and the Howling Commandos, or am I getting that mixed up with I may be getting that mixed up with Marvel, huh?
Maybe.
Well, either way, because Nick Fury had like kind of like the same thing going on, but either way, I really fell into the Creature Commandos in the New 52 in 2007 when they had the Agents of Shade, where they really brought in like an updated origin with Amanda Waller, and they brought in the Bride, and there was a female vampire, Frankenstein. The Bride had 4 arms. It was weird. I believe her and Frankenstein had a baby, and the baby didn't make it, and the Bride held that against Frankenstein. There was a vampire girl, a Gorgon, and a werewolf, I believe, which I think we talked about. But it was really good, and it ran for a couple years. They eventually brought Frankenstein into the world of Swamp Thing, and in the Rot World series, he became a Green Lantern, and it was really cool. But Agents of Shade, it was like the surprise hit for me of the DC or the New 52. But talking about the TV show, when they announced it, I was like, "What? You're gonna start Creature Commandos?"
And a very interesting start to your new universe.
Yeah, and you're gonna make it modern day? Like what?
And also animated?
Yeah, like Okay.
Now, I do remember a while back I did tell you guys I saw a report that they are going to bring those characters into live action with the same
Mhm.
actors. Now, I don't know how they're going to do it with the Doctor because that guy is going to
Dr.
be,
Phosphorus? Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
that's
going to
gonna be a
be
lot of CGI.
a lot of CGI, but who
Um,
knows?
actually, Frank Grillo is in, set photos from the Superman movie.
Mm,
Um, so he plays Rick Flag Sr., in the new Superman movie, which I thought was interesting.
mm,
Um, which I have a question for the end about that for you, Kev.
oh boy.
So
All
we'll circle back. Um, but let's just jump into it. They start with the new DCU. I'm gonna have to like get used to not saying DCEU. Um,
Yeah.
speaking of DC, I got a Bat Wheels Band-Aid on my thumb here on my finger
Oh, jeez.
from from my daughter because my finger got banged up pretty bad today, and she wanted to put a Batman Band-Aid on me.
Oh, well, at least she's trying to take care of you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
So back on focus here.
Yeah, back on. Always gotta bring Batman. Always
It was
gotta bring
shiny.
Batman to.
Um,
It's shiny. It's not like
um,
he probably
so
saw
yeah,
that. My precious.
dude, kids and band-aids, it's crazy. So yeah, we get our new little intro for like the DC universe, with
Mm-hmm.
Superman issue 1,
Mm-hmm.
Breaking the Chains, which has been recreated many, many, many times, by two of my favorite artists, Neil Adams and Alex Ross,
Mm-hmm.
respectively. And that was a cool little thing. But then we start off with
Amanda
let me look at
Waller.
my notes here. Let me look at my notes. We get the Sons of Themyscira.
Mm-hmm.
So like Wonder Woman's Island is a out in the open thing. I guess people are either like just starting to talk
Off the
about
bat.
it. Yeah.
Off the bat, just like that.
But no mention of Wonder Woman.
Now I did saw that they are developing a live action show off of.
Yeah, Paradise Lost,
Yes.
which hopefully will set up Wonder Woman. So there was a story in the 80s, I believe, Crisis on Infinite Earths, where they took all the
Mm-hmm.
DC multiverses and they kind of boiled them down into one. And there were heroes before the big three. There was before Superman and Wonder Woman. I think Batman kind of kept his continuity, but they kind of like reintroduced Superman into the world of like the DC universe, like running, and like the same thing with Wonder Woman. Like she came in like as the world was figuring itself out. She wasn't there from the beginning. So
Right.
that's kind of what I think they're doing here with her, which I think is a really good idea.
When I hear Crisis on Infinite Earths, I just think of the CW, the how they did it with the Arrowverse. Because I was watching,
Yeah.
I love that. I love those
Hmm.
shows. I loved Arrow. I love Flash. I like Supergirl. Blacklight was okay, and then Batwoman was okay too. And Legends, it was great at first, but it tipped off for me.
Oh,
But
so yeah, you know what? You do know Legends. I'm gonna come back to that.
anyway, but
That's episode 2.
but is the Creature Commandos technically the start, or is it something else? Because they they dropped that the Suicide Squad, that event happened.
The Project
Peacemaker
Starfish.
happened.
Yep.
Season 1 Peacemaker happened when her daughter exposed her.
Yes. But
So this technically isn't the start of it then.
no, it's the soft reboot.
It's the
It's another soft reboot. Cool.
Good job, James Gunn. Appreciate you.
But yeah, I caught that, and it struck me as a little weird because they even like went back with Rick Flag Sr. and they were like, he was talking about his son, and I was like, holy
Yeah.
smokes. Another like cool little fact about Crisis on Infinite Earths. There are one or two characters that like kept their memories, that knew it happened, that like the character in the book knew like the universe got reset, and one of them was John Constantine, and I think the other one was like Psycho Pirate or something. It was something weird. But like so like John Constantine knew like things got reset. So here's what I'm thinking.
I need a John Constantine, man. I'm ready for. I need more of them. I love them in
So
the Arrowverse.
tell me this isn't going to work perfect. What if Peacemaker remembers the old universe and is like, "What's going on?"
So he's the DC Deadpool.
Exactly. Like he'll be like, "No, we're getting rebooted. And everybody's be like, "Really?" So
Well, yeah,
I
because
would love
season
for
2
that to
is
happen.
coming. I believe that's
Yeah,
coming out in August of next year.
yeah. I think it's done filming.
Yeah. So I
So,
mean, we'll see how that goes.
but yeah, I was really surprised by like them like name dropping like Project Starfish, her Amanda Waller's
Mhm.
daughter.
Yeah.
The a very weird name. I can't remember it.
No, I'm
Yeah,
terrible with names anymore.
yeah, exactly.
But it happened. Oh, you
And
look like
okay,
idiots.
yeah, we're gonna go in order here.
But okay, yes, episode 1. We start out. They're all in prison, and they said that Weasel,
Mhm,
is he's known to stay alive, like Suicide Squad.
mhm.
So that was kind of like a
Yeah,
Suicide Squad.
which he was
But
in one of the post credit scenes.
yes, of him escaping.
I liked Suicide Squad.
Yeah, yeah, definitely better
I
than
thought it
the
was
other one.
good. In hindsight, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
um, so how about that intro? You being the anime fan that you are, did it remind you of
I wouldn't
anything?
say I'm an anime. I'm getting into that world. I wouldn't
Okay,
say
as an
I'm
Adult Swim fan, as a Cartoon Network Adult Swim fan, okay, Toonami, I know you watched it, dude.
dude. Damn, how'd you know?
We talked about it a couple times.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So, did it remind you of anything in particular?
No.
Dude, it is like Cowboy Bebop written all over it.
No.
The only
I
thing
would
it
never got
doesn't
that
have
one.
like as cool of a song, but the Cowboy Bebop is like this like smooth or not smooth, it's like very fast jazz and it's
But
really cool.
but
But like yeah,
James Gunn too with the music in these last 2 episodes fits like I never even heard any of them, but they
exactly.
fit
Like it wasn't even
so
in
well.
English. Yep.
It fits so well with everything that was happening. Like the fight with the doctor and the like what was the
Rick
name again?
Flag.
Rick Flag. That whole song in the background was perfect with it.
It
I love
was. Dude, that fight was so cool. Like um I liked like he kept burning his hands and like it was a nice like show of like how dangerous his powers are.
Yes.
And like radiation poisoning like scares the crap out of me. Chernobyl scarred me for life. Uh like so I'm like, is he getting like radiation poisoning? But yeah, that fight was really cool when he like
Mhm.
he burns his hand so bad he puts like an oven mitt on.
Yeah. And a little sort of detail when the professor grabs the cup of water and he touches it and he boils it so much you can hear it fizzing and it
Oh,
hits as it
really?
hits Flag's face. Yeah.
I
When it
didn't
hit
even catch that. I
touch it.
was like totally like, oh.
Yeah, because when he's pinned him down, you could see him grab the cup and
Mhm.
had water in it, and he used his power to put that thing in like an extreme heat where it's boiling, and you see him throw it at his face, and he burns his face a little bit.
Oh, that's so dope. I
Just a
didn't even
little
catch
bit. Like,
that. Yeah.
there's little snippets, but that's episode 2. Never mind. But yeah, episode 1. I mean, for someone like myself who doesn't really know much about these characters, I want to learn more about their backgrounds. Obviously,
Mhm.
we got more of the bride in episode 2, but
Yes.
in episode 1, it was kind of like getting the feet wet, showing us the characters, what they're doing. I don't care what anyone says. I do not trust the princess, the
No,
soon-to-be queen.
no,
I do not trust her
no,
at
at
all.
all.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Dude,
Uh-uh.
at first I was like, "How old are you, dude?" Like,
I was sitting there. I was like I'm looking. I'm like, okay, there's something there, but where the hell's the age difference here?
exactly. Like, come on. And that was like, yeah, that kind of escalated like a
Yeah.
lot. I think that was
Oh yeah.
episode 2 when it escalated. You know what? If we want to like jump around for episodes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But
But
yeah.
like,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
episode 2. I mean, the doctor. The doctor. Give him 30 seconds. Oh, well, maybe he, maybe he, No, he's older. Maybe he's done a few things. Give him a minute.
Dude, I
and
was not expecting it.
as they're standing there, you hear the noise of them doing it, and he's just like, I don't
Dude,
know why that was so funny to me.
I was not expecting like the side view of things, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Which is like one of my concerns. Is like, I, I understand this isn't going to be the tone for like the entire universe or like Superman, but like, I think we're starting off on a pretty adult tone, and
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I don't even know. Was it TVMA? I have no idea. Is that even a thing in streaming?
Maybe. I know that it's set on a thing like sexual,
Yeah.
cursing and yeah.
Yeah, like so when we got like the side view, and then like later on, like they show when like the bride's origin, and I'm like, so like there's a big part of me that's like, I hope this isn't like setting like the precedent for everything, and like
Yeah.
James Gunn isn't gonna go overboard with it, and that's like
Yeah.
my one hesitation, and we'll see, we'll see.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the bride's like origin and her background.
Yeah,
And
the
the
bride
whole
was
like
dope.
pretty much episode 2 was about her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it was heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was really heartbreaking because in the older movies, James Gunn, as good as he is with writing, he starts putting little snippets from the old movies to the show where Bride of Frankenstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
When she first sees Frankenstein, she is scared.
Yes.
She backs off, but she's going for the doctor, and he did that for this one as well. And then a little Easter egg of him in Paris in 18 something giving her a piece of flour that was from the older movie as well.
Mm-hmm.
So just that little put in the detail is great. I love that.
Yeah, and like Frankenstein is like overly dramatic, like quoting text. Like, does a man not want a bosom? Should a monster not be soothed? And whatever he said, I'm like,
I don't care whatever
all
I
right,
heard
Mary Shelley.
whenever I hear him talk, I'm like, you're still Red Guardian to me.
Yeah, I mean, his favorite Harper, dude. I was like, wow, and like he can pull it off in live action. Oh
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
does that give more credence to like Red Guardian not making it?
No. No, as I'm living in denial. I mean, maybe anything's possible, but I mean, yeah, her origin was just like I said, heartbreaking because the whole episode she goes back to the mansion, and I'm like, is she going back to Frankenstein? Is she going back to the mouse? No, she's going back for the necklace
Exactly, like.
that her love gave her.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and like that was really really touching because she's still like learning to talk and still learning, and kind of gives you the feeling that maybe it was the first time that someone like gave her a gift and maybe made her feel human
Yeah.
or like a woman. So
Yeah, because
that was a
like I
nice
said
touch.
in the detail, when she first came back alive, Frankenstein was holding her face and everything, but he was just like slowly like touched her
Mm-hmm.
face and just gently just talked to her, like he was gentle about it while the Frankenstein was being the monster and just being
Exactly.
all up in her face and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. All right, I got a bit of an age question for you, and
Here we
let's
go.
see. Me being of a
Here
certain
we
generation,
go.
and kind of like falling in between like the 80s and 90s kids, like I ride this nice little wave. But we had this character growing up, and her name was Carmen Sandiego. Does that ring any bells for you?
Nope.
Are you kidding me? You don't know who Carmen Sandiego is? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? No? There was a game show, there was like multiple cartoons.
I don't watch game shows much, man.
It was a kids game show. It was on like
Man,
public access.
I was playing video games my childhood. I didn't have enough time to watch TV.
Same, bro, but I was playing Super Nintendo. So
But no, I never heard of her. I'm sorry.
oh my goodness, dude. Like
I'm sorry.
imagine like where's Waldo? Like but espionage.
Oh no.
She was like this secret agent that like went all over the world, and like agents had to find her. But and anyway, she wore this long red trench coat and like this big red brimmed hat all the time. And like the bride's look is like spitting image of her.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that would go farther with
Larry or
oh,
George
yeah.
or Frank.
Yeah. Larry, George, Frank. You remember Carmen Sandiego? I hope so.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good.
I kind of feel bad that I'm young.
I don't enjoy it. Enjoy it, dude. I turned 40 like in like a day or two. Like what? It's crazy. Enjoy
the big 4-0. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Anyways, so overall, what are the things that you didn't like?
I want to talk about another thing that I did like, and that is GI Robot's Nazi killing enthusiasm. All right, that dude looks at like Jenga blocks and he's like, "It's a Nazi." Like everything's a Nazi to him. I love that.
I want to kill Nazis. Do you want to kill Nazis with me? Sure.
Yeah, the fish girl was super nice. I liked her a lot. The animation was super dope. Like it's super smooth.
Yeah.
It's not like you know what it kind of reminded me a little bit of, and this is a stretch, but Legend of Korra. Just the way the characters are drawn, and like they're like some of their more exaggerated faces. It just
I didn't get that.
I don't know. It's what I thought of. I don't know why. It just made me think of it.
I was thinking like Harley Quinn, the animated series.
Dude, I'm not a fan of that show. I tried. I like really tried, and I was like, meh. I don't like it.
Just animation, the style. That's what it just reminded me of. I never thought Korra.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just something about it reminded me of Korra. Can we talk about another thing I liked?
Sure, Mike.
There was a lot of things I liked. Cersei is a pretty big Wonder Woman villain, and she's like kind of like the goddess of mischief and stuff. But seeing her in this and like that fight between her and the bride was like
sick.
Dude, first off, when like the bride took off the jacket, I'm like, oh, it got real. And then she like throws the dude through the wall, and then she gets that like machine gun, and she's like, bah, 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 and she like flips the clip. That was like dope. But when she did that punt, I ain't gonna say the word, but it rhymes with punt. And like kicked her into like next week. I was like, oh no, you don't do that.
And it cracked her belt. I was like, oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt me.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was. But then she turned her arms into little inflatable things.
Wacky waving inflatable tube men.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. But what did you dislike?
What did I dislike? It was the overt sexuality in it and stuff like that I think you could have probably got away with not doing. Like there's a PG-13. Yeah. There was like a PG-13 way to do it. And you probably could have. It wasn't just geared towards the men. There was a couple other shots where I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was just I don't know. The only one that made sense for me was the bride and her origin. What happened? That's the only one that made sense to me.
Exactly. Like that wasn't as graphic, but the one with the princess was a little overt, I think. And
it just felt so rushed. I was like, oh, okay. Like they don't give us an episode or two to develop this. Nope, they just
the princess is right in there, and yep.
Right, they kiss her.
Ouch. I'm gonna try and get right back on the rails here.
You're welcome. That's what I do.
I don't know, man.
Wow, I got you stumped.
You did. Other things I didn't like. I don't know, man. There wasn't too many things I didn't like.
Are you expecting more of the others' origins stories or no?
Yeah, which should be interesting because Doctor Phosphorus is actually a Batman villain,
Yeah.
and his origins in like Gotham, and from what they say, Batman's out there doing his thing. He's just the urban legend. So we'll see.
It's just interesting. It's just this is typical James Gunn. He gives us a group that nobody really knows.
Mhm.
No one has ever heard of. And I mean, let's hope it works out. I mean,
I'm
so
excited for episode 3.
yeah, I mean, the first two episodes, listen, I thought they were pretty good. Like, I had my questions, obviously, but like, I mean, you're not going to get all your answers in the first two episodes of a new
That's true.
series.
You know
So,
what? I do have another dislike because I think there was a huge missed opportunity. And because you watched Legends, when they were doing the flashbacks of Frankenstein and the Bride fighting through time, when they were in that saloon, dude, I rewound it twice to see if Jonah Hex was in there. Like,
yeah,
I was like, he's got to be
yeah.
in there, right? And I'm like,
But
oh,
we're missing the greatest Easter egg of all time
what's that?
in episode 2, where the Bride and Frankenstein are going through time. Great, first of all, phenomenal scene.
That
How
was
they
so
go
cool.
from decade to like
Hmm.
every bit of year. You saw one individual in the background.
Who?
You saw Shaggy Rogers from Scooby Doo.
What? When?
You didn't see that?
No, I watched it this
Oh.
morning at 4 a.m. I didn't notice that part. I was probably writing notes.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. You can keep talking.
He's in it? Scoot or Shaggy?
Yes, yes. Because if you remember, I mean, James Gunn directed Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on, I
Um,
gotta find it now.
just to fill in some time here, I thought when like she was like the flapper was really cool. They did like the nice like 70s dress. They did like a grunge thing. I'm a sucker for like diving suits. I love like
Okay.
old
Okay.
school like under.
So the scene from the '60s. Why did Frankenstein kind of look like the mob
Mr.
Hulk?
Fix It.
No, when
Yeah.
Hulk was the mobster. Why he
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
looked
that
like
was
that?
Mr. Fix It, wasn't it? And yeah, it totally looked like him. Um,
This.
no way! Dude! The only thing that could make that better if he had like something smoking in his hand. Like,
He does.
is he smoking or drinking?
He's smoking. Look.
Oh my gosh! Look at that! That's dope! Oh my god, that's so cool! I'm gonna have to watch these twice.
Oh my god! But yeah,
uh
that was my favorite. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I because I saw it like a split second because it was so quick. I was like,
yeah.
what was that? And I go back, I was like,
See,
Shaggy!
I was too disappointed like Jonah Hex wasn't there. I was probably like bummed. I was like, oh man.
No, you went like this. You went, oh no.
So, oh boy. All right. I got a question for you, Kev.
Yeah,
What do you think? All right, we got 8 episodes and they're probably going to be 30 minutes each. So,
that's my only complaint.
um
I do think they should be a little longer.
yeah, like I feel like the 45-minute mark would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of all of this, do you think we get an animated corn sweat Superman at the end to set up the Superman movie? Because supposedly
Um,
this leads right into it.
maybe I wouldn't say like a whole body. Maybe like I don't know. Maybe like
A big Easter egg, you think?
yeah, like a TV's going on, and all you see is like the symbol behind it.
Oh, that'd be dope.
So
Yeah.
some along those lines, or like someone going, or why am I blank on the dude's name again? The
Which
old
one?
guy, the older guy, the dad of the son.
Rick Flag Sr.
Yes, Flag Senior.
Dude,
With Flag goes, oh, I gotta go, or I hear there's a there was some type of alien with the cape and everything doing
Yeah.
something in
Yeah.
Star City
What what
or
what if
Metropolis.
what if Rick Flag Sr. says, "Look, up in the sky," and that's the end? It's the big Superman line.
I
Look
know
up in the
what it
sky. It's a
is,
bird. It's a
Mike.
plane. All right, look.
What what are the chances we could see Wonder Woman? I mean,
Very
this is.
very slim. I think very slim.
You think so? Not even like
Yeah,
a maybe not like maybe like a younger version of her, maybe or something.
because you figure like if this is like the era where like the universe is going to be like in its prime and like running from like it's going to be a full blown Diana. Like she might have left because she leaves in like kind of her early late teens, I guess, like 18, 20, somewhere in there. Um so she might be in man's world, but yeah, I would like to see some more Themyscira, to see Hippolyta. Would be really cool. Because they're gonna have to give some backstory of Cersei, I imagine.
Hmm.
And maybe they'll talk about the princess who left. I don't know. It's a nice place to drop Easter eggs for sure. Um, like if they get into like Phosphorus's origin, he's a Batman villain. I believe Clayface shows up in this at some point, from what I
Yeah,
read,
yes, he
and that's
does.
played by Alan Tudyk as well.
The same guy that voices the professor, their doctor.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
the robot from Rogue One.
Yeah, yeah, he does. And in
Um,
Andor season 2.
yeah, word. I can't wait. Uh, ooh, maybe we can do that for this, or do this for that. Probably
Nah,
no one wants
nah, I feel like that's more you and George or you and Frank or
maybe.
something.
Yeah.
Anyways. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So we got 2 episodes so far, and we've been asking this pretty much for the last 32 minutes. It's like, where are they going? Where would they go after this? Because now we see that James Gunn has other stuff they wants to do. Obviously, with the other series, with the uh, I'm tired.
Peacemakers,
No, no,
Superman,
no, no, no. The Wonder Woman's home,
Paradise Lost,
Paradise Lost. We're gonna do
Themyscira.
something with that. Now, do you feel like he's doing too many side stuff, or you think
No.
he should focus on getting the main people involved? Because
Um.
obviously we are getting Superman, but
mhm,
what's going on with Batman? What's going on with Wonder Woman? What's going on with other Justice League members?
that's true. Now, yeah, I don't think you have to sprinkle in any Wonder Woman stuff. You can literally just have like flashbacks of Cersei on Themyscira. Cersei also messes with like the Nether realms. Like she's tied into like Greek mythology,
Mm-hmm.
which is like Wonder Woman's bread and butter. But so you can kind of like dabble into that, and we have just a tiny mention of Themyscira. Like 10 years ago, nobody knew who Themis or knew what Themyscira was. So like now people are like, oh, that's Wonder Woman's island. So it's cool that they dropped that, and that's all they have to do. They don't have to set up Wonder Woman with that. They can talk about Gotham City, and they can just talk about maybe the mass vigilante. Is he real? Um, and that's little sprinklings. I don't think they have to go full Easter eggs. It's just little words here and there, and I don't think it's too much.
It's just I'm just thinking about it, like where do they go with these characters? Like
I think
I feel
it'll
like they're
lead
good.
into like if Superman, judging from um the pictures from the Superman movie, like we got superheroes that are in the world, and my gut tells me like these superheroes don't have the moral compass they need, and maybe they kind of see Superman being a hopeful Superman, and he kind of galvanizes everybody to like follow the straight and narrow. So I think what is going to lead up, Superman's going to come into Metropolis, and what is kind of the government's task force? It's Task Force M. It's Amanda Waller. Um, so I think it's going to lead into that in some way. That's that, or we're I don't know.
It's just questions. It's
Yeah,
just
no, it's very early to tell, but my
it's
hopes
early.
is it leads into the Superman movie
Well, let's hope.
where
But
like and at the beginning of this we're like, how the F does this tie into Superman? And at the end we're gonna be like, oh, there's no other way like Superman could have started without this. So
we just gotta trust James Gunn, I guess.
yeah.
Well,
Look,
overall,
if the man can make us fall in love with a tree, a talking raccoon, an otter with like robotic parts, and like there's other like 2 or 3 guys. Oh my
I don't care
goodness.
what anyone says, man. That movie breaks me every time.
Yeah.
Makes me
Yup.
sad every time. Makes me cry.
So, yeah, I'm gonna ride with him, see what happens. If it works, great. I'm happy. If it doesn't, I still have like the Robert Pattinson stuff and the Penguin. So,
There you go. And you got Peacemaker coming out.
yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. I think it's probably like the over under like 75% to 25% that Peacemaker is going to show up in the show. I think he is. I think there's a really good chance that Peacemaker shows up. A better chance than Superman.
But for what though?
Amanda Wallerisms? I don't know.
He tries to kill the commandos.
Yeah, maybe. Or he's just in the background saying like, "We've been rebooted."
All right. Well,
So
listen.
it sounds like you enjoyed it, and I'm glad to hear you enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I wish it was a little longer. I wish the episodes were longer. I mean, I want to know more about these characters. I mean, as a classic horror movie fan, I love Frankenstein. I love like werewolf and the vamp. Like I love all that stuff. And the fact that I could watch them as superheroes, maybe I don't know. Just sign me up. But I just like I said, we just gotta hope James Gunn knows what he's doing. And I mean, so far 2 episodes in, I think it's heading towards the right direction.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just
have
hope.
faith. I think that's a good way to
Yeah.
put it. Along for
But
the ride.
yeah, along with the just for us to say at the end of this, man, this show sucked.
Look, I'm feeling a lot better about this than I did at the beginning of The Acolyte. Like I think it's on a really good path.
I never watched it.
You didn't? Oh no.
No, I never did.
Don't.
I never did. I never, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because for what you guys have been saying and what
like that show,
everyone's been saying, I'm just like, yeah,
that was terrible from like the get go. That was like, this is gonna be bad. Strap in or jump out.
Oh,
But I have good vibes for this.
yeah, of course.
So like speaking of which, I still gotta like catch Skeleton Crew because I imagine we'll talk about that at some point.
Yes, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Did you watch Skeleton Crew?
No, not
Okay.
yet. I'm so bad with shows.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with shows. New shows, it takes me so long to put my time and effort into watching it. It took a lot to watch this 2 episodes.
Oh geez. Oh, I will.
I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
I will bother you on Thursdays. I promise.
I'm sure you.
Yeah, I think this worked out great, man. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, yeah, this is fun. Like I said, we're gonna do this hopefully every week. Give you guys a review. If not, we could just like do we could just like skip a week and just do 2 episodes like review.
Yeah, that's true.
We could do that. That's fine. But
Groovy.
we also have got some other stuff coming out for you guys. We're not gonna say what, but just strap in for that because it's gonna be fun, and it could be another bracket involved.
God bless you, dude.
No, because I hate doing brackets with you guys because no matter who it is, I get bitched at. I'm like, I just put these names in a hat. That's all I do. I don't understand why I get bitched at.
So here's what we'll do. Like the day of what we're talking about, maybe you hold the hat and I'll pick the names out.
No,
Then I can
no,
be mad at myself.
because this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go, okay. Nope, we're gonna put that back. I'm not putting these together. I'm making a Die Hard.
Just remember, mistake. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, pal.
All right, we're gonna wrap up.
Touche.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wrap up. All right, listen. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Geeks at the Nerd Table.
Yeah, definitely.
This is gonna be this is gonna be something I can already just see this Christmas special already. This is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be fun, Kev. It's gonna be fun.
Well,
I got a sweater. It's gonna be great.
Oh, whatever. But Mike, before we wrap up, you got anything?
Yeah, dude, check out the socials. I made the mistake of doing like multiple advent calendars at the same time, and this is going. So 3 videos in one day. That's not a good idea.
Okay, overachiever, I see. All right.
Yeah, I guess so. Like it seemed good. But yeah, stay tuned. Check out our Christmas stuff coming up, going on, and stay tuned. It's Kev's working on something. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
I am working on something. All right, this is too much for me, man. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna wrap up here. Listen, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, we're gonna do reviews for this series as it goes along. Can't wait to talk about more. But like I said, let's go.
Yeah, go for it. Can't wait. We'll see what happens. Adios.
Bye.